Hey, what's up, guys? Got some more upgrades going on the Rzr. Got the ECC front A-arms going on. We also got the MTS spring kit we're putting on. Already got the spring kit on the back. But these new A-arms give you a lot of clearance compared to stock. Lowers are super heavy built. Look good. Got the fork delete. And they also have ball joint delete. You got like a heim joint style where these ball joint deletes bolt through on the top and the bottom. So you can actually take these apart just by taking this bolt out on both and splitting the arms. And we've got our MTS spring kit, and hopefully take some of the sag out of it. We also got this nice new EXO cage built by Rzr Sharp Customs. And we'll go over that when we're outside the garage one day. It's a little bit cold out there right now, and you get these arms. I still got the MTS limit straps. They still got the sway bar mount, so you can still limit your CV angle. When you're setting these up, you know, make sure you get the right adjustment here on your top ball joint, because you can see that's pretty close. So I actually set it up with the digital level on my phone as the factory. I think it was 3.2 degrees. I'll probably end up taking it to an actual alignment shop and have them align it, because we also put on the CA Tech in our tie rod ends here, which also get rid of that real thin spot. So we haven't finished adjusting these yet. I'm going to string align it just to get it going, and they go on your factory outers. And then the shock fork delete actually wasn't too bad to do. Had to heat the fork up to break the Loctite loose, and I actually ended up holding it with the pair of channel locks at the bottom, which really ain't the right way to do it. They do make some clamping deals so you don't mess up your deal, but your shaft. But down here at the very bottom, where the boot and everything is, it's not really ever going to be riding on that on the shaft anyway. So this cage, though, love that thing. If you guys need a cage, hit up Rzr Sharp Customs. Definitely do some good work. Justin will treat you right, and he'll build you whatever you want. So he'll get a time-lapse video of putting this other side on. Let's see in the rear here. Let's go back here. We'll look at. We already got the MTS springs on the back, and then I didn't have these. I went ahead and got the MTS rear limit straps. If you guys haven't watched before, we do have the L&W rear trailing arms on there. And we got those. They were one of the only ones with the radius rod delete. And they're definitely high clearance. We rode this thing a lot of places. You definitely don't hit the trailing arms, you hit the belly pan first. And they've held up pretty good. Haven't had any problems with them. And you can see this cage here in the back. It's looking good. Still got the stock radius rods. They've held up good so far. Now the factory plate, I have caught in on a rock here and tweaked it, so I'm going to get an instead of one of the fancy billet plates, I think I'm going to get one with the tow receiver in it, actually, just so I'll have somewhere to hook on for recovery. Got the CA Tech pack out mount. But yeah, got these awesome kickers here, Rzr Sharp built, tied in, fit real nice. Definitely ought to give it some protection. We thought about doing the bedside delete, but I just didn't like the way the bedside delete looked on the 4-seat Pro R. So we went with a little EXO setup. Should at least keep us from ripping the fender off every time we touch a little bank or a tree. We'll see how it works out. And the doors, we may upgrade doors, but I kind of like the way it looks with the factory ones. So we'll see how that goes. And anyway, let's get to it and see if we can get this other side on. Now, it's really not that bad of a job if you guys are decently mechanically inclined. You will need a pretty good assortment of tools though, and an extra set of hands definitely helps, especially on these springs. I was able to do these springs without removing the shocks from the rear or the front. I actually just undone it from the rear, and since I was changing A-arms, having A-arms out of the way, you could do the front without taking them off. The rear, I just jacked it up, swung the shock out, and changed them outside. It's a little bit of a chore, but if you don't want to take that top shock bolt off, it can be done. And I'll show you what spring compressor I'm using. It's actually pretty decent. It's not as nice as one of the stand ones, but we got the, I believe it's a Rzr, or however you say it. No, it's actually a strut string compressor, and works pretty good. You can change these to whatever size you need, and then you just spin her in with 22 millimeter, and she'll definitely compress it right down. Pretty easy to hang on to. It's definitely heavy though, so like I said, you may want an extra set of hands when you're changing them springs out, so you can hold the spring compressor up and somebody can slide your lock out. And then it's not too bad kind of part, but putting it together when you're holding two springs and a compressor and trying to put everything in can be a chore. Alright guys, let's see if we can get this other side on. And before we go though, CA-Tech tie rods here. You can see why you probably really ought to upgrade these. See how thin this stock one is? It's not any bigger than like a 1/4 inch ratchet extension right there. That is tiny. And you can see CA-Tech, not so tiny. Alright, these they're pretty easy to install. You gotta have some Allen wrenches though. We got little Allen set screws here on the side, and another Allen set screw on the other side, and this bolts in together, and it just goes on your factory outer tie rod. Then here's these joints off on the to the front A-arms. They're pretty beefy. I don't know that it would be an issue, but if I did see an issue with the whole setup, I would be that this bolt give out in a super crazy rollover impact. But if it did, your ball joint is probably going to break anyway. I've done that rolling some other machines. You roll real hard and you hit on the wheel, and you'll break that ball joint, especially you're on some good hard rock. These things give some massive clearance. Alright, we'll let you guys go. Thanks for watching.